She posted, "Sometimes I miss the old days," and added a picture with it. Seeing that picture, I was furious, but I only left one comment. "All right then, let's go find those old days." Then I took a picture of her engagement ring and listed it online for sale, writing, "Seems like she wants to go back to her old days." When she found out, the shock on her face said everything. Her hands were literally trembling. I'm 30 years old, and until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had my life figured out. Been with my fiancé for 4 years, engaged for 6 months. We weren't perfect, but we were solid. Or at least that's what I kept telling myself every time that nagging feeling in my gut tried to speak up. It started on a Tuesday night. I was scrolling through Instagram while she was in the shower, and her post popped up on my feed. The caption read, "Sometimes I miss the old days thought balloon sparkles," with a photo I'd never seen before. It was her at some beach bonfire, laughing with a group of people I didn't recognize. That wouldn't have been weird except for one thing. The guy standing next to her had his arm around her waist, not just touching her shoulder like friends do. His hand was resting on her hip, fingers spread possessively. I felt my chest tighten. I zoomed in. The photo quality was recent. You could tell by her hair, the way she'd been cutting it for the past year. This wasn't some throwback from college. This was recent, maybe a few months old at most. I sat there on our couch, in our apartment, staring at this picture of my fiancée with another man's hand on her body, and she was captioning it with nostalgia. The shower was still running. I could hear her humming some song I didn't recognize. I commented on the post. Just one line. "All right then, let's go find those old days." Then I got up, walked into our bedroom, and opened the jewelry box on her dresser. The engagement ring I'd saved 8 months to buy sat there, catching the lamplight. $1,400. White gold band, small diamond cluster because that's what she said she wanted. Nothing too flashy, something meaningful. I took a picture of it, posted it on 3 different marketplace apps with the same caption. "Seems like she wants to go back to her old days. Ring available, lightly worn, asking $900 or best offer." She came out of the bathroom 20 minutes later, towel wrapped around her, hair dripping on the hardwood. "Babe, what the hell is this comment you left on my post?" I was sitting on the edge of the bed, phone in my hand, watching the notifications roll in. 12 messages already from people asking about the ring. "Who's the guy?" I asked without looking up. "What guy?" "The one with his hand on your hip." She paused. I could feel her energy shift in the room. "That's just Trevor. He's a friend from, when was that photo taken?" Another pause. "Longer this time." "I don't know. Maybe like a couple months ago. We all went to the coast for a weekend." "We?" "Some friends from my spin class." "You never mentioned a trip to the coast." "I did. You just don't listen sometimes." Her voice had an edge now, defensive. I finally looked up at her. "I listened to everything you say. You didn't tell me." She rolled her eyes and walked to the closet. Started pulling out clothes. "God, you're being paranoid. It was just a fun weekend with friends. You were busy with that project anyway." "What project?" She froze, hang her halfway out of the closet. "I don't know, whatever you were doing in September." "The photos from September?" "I guess. I don't remember exactly." "September. I'd taken 2 days off in September because my back went out. Spent the whole weekend on the couch with heating pads while she said she was doing errands and visiting her sister." "Your sister lives 4 hours inland," I said quietly. She didn't respond. Just pulled on sweatpants and a t-shirt, movements jerky and aggressive. My phone buzzed. Someone offered $850 for the ring. Update 1. She saw the listing around midnight. I was in the living room, couldn't sleep, watching some crime documentary with the volume low. She came storming out of the bedroom, phone in hand, face red. "Are you fucking serious right now?" I glanced at her screen. She had the marketplace listing pulled up. Dead serious. "You listed my engagement ring for sale?" "My ring. Technically it's still my ring until we're married. And you seem pretty interested in going back to the old days before me, so I figured I'd help you out." "This is insane." "You're insane." "Who's Trevor?" She threw her hands up. "I already told you. He's just a friend. Friends don't post couple-looking photos with captions about missing the past." "Oh my God, you're reading into things that aren't there." "Then explain the photo. Explain the weekend I didn't know about. Explain why you're suddenly so nostalgic for a time when apparently I wasn't around." She stood there, mouth opening and closing like she was trying to find words that wouldn't come. Finally, she said, "You know what? I'm not doing this." I'm not explaining my entire life to you like you're my parole officer. I have friends. I have a life outside of you. Deal with it. She went back to the bedroom and slammed the door. I sat there in the blue glow of the TV and accepted the $850 offer. The buyer wanted to meet the next day. Some woman named Patricia who said she was buying it for her daughter's upcoming engagement. I told her I'd meet her at a coffee shop near downtown at 2 p.m. I didn't sleep that night. Just kept scrolling through my fiancé's Instagram, looking at photos I'd seen 100 times before, but now viewing them through a different lens. How many of these group shots included Trevor? How many girls' nights had profile tags I'd never clicked through? Around 4 a.m., I found his profile. Trevor Hutchins, 32, worked in marketing, had a CrossFit gym selfie as his profile picture. His account was public. I scrolled back through his posts. There she was, in the background of a photo from July, at some restaurant patio, sitting at a table with him and 3 other people. The caption, "Good food, better company." Another photo from August. Group hiking trip. She was in that one too, smiling at the camera, wearing the Patagonia jacket I'd bought her for her birthday. June. A concert. She'd told me she was going with her coworker. But there was Trevor, in the crowd shot, standing right next to her. I screenshotted everything. Update 2. Morning came and she acted like nothing happened. Made coffee, sat at the kitchen table scrolling her phone, didn't say a word to me. "I'm meeting someone at 2 to sell the ring," I said. She looked up. Her face went pale. "You're actually going through with this?" "Yeah. This is childish. This is you throwing a tantrum because you're insecure." I pulled out my phone and showed her the screenshots. Trevor's posts. Her face in every single one, going back months. "How many times have you hung out with him?" She stared at the screen. I watched her jaw clench. "I don't know. A few times. With the group." "How many times did you tell me about it?" Silence. "That's what I thought." "Nothing happened," she said, but her voice was shaking now. "Nothing physical happened. He's just someone I connected with, okay? We have similar interests. He gets my sense of humor. You and I we've been in a rut. So, instead of talking to me about it, you started spending time with another guy and posting nostalgic shit on Instagram. I wasn't trying to hurt you." "Well, you did." She started crying then. Real tears, not the fake ones she'd pull out when we argued about dishes or whose turn it was to handle bills. She put her face in her hands and sobbed. "I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean to develop feelings." There it was. Feelings. "Did you kiss him?" She didn't answer right away. That was answer enough. "Once," she finally whispered. "Only once. At the beach bonfire. It was stupid. I was drunk. It didn't mean anything. I felt like the floor had dropped out from under me. Just gone. Like I was falling through space." "Get out," I said. "What? Get your stuff? Get out of the apartment. This is my place too. My name's on the lease. I don't give a shit. Get out, or I'm calling your parents and showing them these screenshots and telling them exactly what you've been doing." Her face went white. Her parents were traditional, church-going people who'd been so proud when we got engaged. They'd already put down a deposit on a venue. She stood up, hands shaking. "You're being cruel. You kissed another man while wearing my ring. You lied to me for months. You posted about missing him publicly where all our friends could see. And I'm the one being cruel." She didn't have an answer for that. She went to the bedroom and started throwing clothes into a duffel bag. Took her about 20 minutes. The whole time I sat at the kitchen table, watching her move around through the open doorway, feeling absolutely nothing. Just numb. When she came back out, bag over her shoulder, she stopped at the door. "I really did love you," she said. "Not enough." She left. Update 3. I met Patricia at the coffee shop. Nice woman, maybe late 50s, very excited about her daughter's engagement. I handed over the ring box, and she handed me an envelope of cash. She asked if there was a story behind it, and I just said, "It didn't work out." She nodded knowingly. "These things happen, sweetheart. Better now than later." I walked out $850 richer and completely untethered. No ring. No fiancé. Just me and an apartment that suddenly felt way too big. She texted me that night. "I'm staying with my sister. We need to talk about the lease and our stuff." I didn't respond. She texted again the next morning. "Please. We need to figure this out like adults." I sent her one message back. "My lawyer will contact you about the lease. Split everything down the middle. I want nothing from you except to never see you again." Then I blocked her number. Her sister called me 2 days later. I let it go to voicemail. The message was 5 minutes of her telling me I was being unreasonable, that her sister made a mistake, that I was throwing away 4 years over one kiss. I deleted it. Trevor sent me a friend request on Facebook. I declined it and blocked him too. Final update. It's been 3 weeks. The apartment is quiet. I took down all the photos of us that were on the walls, boxed up her stuff that she left behind, and had her sister come pick it up while I was at the gym. Didn't want to see either of them. My buddy convinced me to join him for a basketball league on Thursday nights. It's been good. Feels normal. Feels like I can breathe again. I found out through a mutual friend that she and Trevor are officially together now. Apparently, they went Instagram official last week. Posted some photo of them at a pumpkin patch with the caption, "Sometimes the best things come when you're brave enough to be honest." I laughed when I heard that. Brave. Sure. Her parents called me last week. Her mom was crying, saying she didn't understand what happened, that they thought we were perfect together. I told her the truth. Told her everything. The photos, the lies, the kiss, all of it. She stopped crying. Just got quiet. Then she said, "I'm so sorry. You deserved better." I appreciated that. The apartment lease ends in February. I'm planning to move to a smaller place across town, something that's just mine with no memories attached. Fresh start. People keep asking if I'm okay. Honestly, I am. I'm better than okay. I dodged something that would have destroyed me later. Better to find out now than 5 years and 2 kids deep. Someone asked me yesterday if I regret selling the ring so fast, if maybe I should have kept it for the next person. I told them no. That ring represented something that never really existed. Better to let it go to someone who still believes in the fairy tale. As for me, I'm done missing the old days. I'm too busy building new ones. Edit 1. Some people have been messaging asking what happened with the lease. Her sister paid her half through the end of the term. We're not fighting about it. Clean break. Edit 2. No, I won't be reaching out to her. Ever. There's nothing left to say. Edit 3. Trevor blocked me on everything after I declined his friend request. Good. Save me the trouble.